Hi everyone, Danielle here from the National Weather Service New Orleans Baton Rouge Forecast Office. In this video, I'm going to talk to you more about the forecast cone. Did you know the forecast cone only represents the most likely path of the center of a tropical cyclone? Its purpose is to account for typical track errors in recent years. If you look at the graphic on the right, pretend the National Hurricane Center forecaster has come up with their forecast points. An imaginary circle with a radius that represents 2/3 the average error over the past 5 years is drawn around each forecast point. Then, the edges of those circles are connected to form the cone itself. Keeping in mind that the cone encompasses 2/3 of the average error, it should be pointed out that this means approximately 1/3 of the time storms could track outside the cone. Another thing to remember about the cone is that it changes a little bit every year. Because it's based on the previous 5 years of forecast error, the size is adjusted at the start of each season. Since forecast errors have been getting smaller, the cone has been shrinking as well. Here you can see what the cone looked like during 2003's Hurricane Isabel. If we overlay the cone from the 2015 season, you can see there was a substantial reduction in the size of the cone. As the cone continues to shrink, it becomes more important to understand that the cone does not represent an impact area. Impacts can extend well outside the cone, especially for large storms. Take 2008's Hurricane Ike, for example. Southeast Louisiana and coastal Mississippi were never within the forecast cone. However, due to Ike's large size, there were still impacts from gusty winds and storm surge. In summary, the forecast cone is a representation of the most likely track of the center of the storm, and we expect the storm center to remain in the cone about 2/3 of the time. The cone is not a cone of impact. It tells you nothing about the size of the storm or the extent of the impacts. To understand the expected impacts, you'll need to follow forecast products from the National Hurricane Center and local National Weather Service offices, as well as our media partners. For more information, you can visit the National Hurricane Center website at hurricanes.gov. Also, be sure to follow us on social media. Our handle on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube is NWS New Orleans. Finally, for the latest local forecasts for Southeast Louisiana and Southern Mississippi, visit our website at weather.gov/New Orleans.